That's the marker.
Let's go. Okay, welcome to the other side of things. I'm your host, Dante Martin. Today, I got the whole team sitting down on the...
Hello.
What is this called? This ain't the Beyond Eons Orange chair. This is the Black Thought.
Wait, moment of silence. I'm gonna see if I can fit that in there. I'm gonna put that in there. Maybe I don't want to get sued, but I might put it so hard to say goodbye. Just pictures on the orange couch.
Now you can do that. But listen, first and foremost, we want to do a thank you. I'm going to start off my thank you. We just want to thank everybody that's viewing, the people that's in. Well, we're going to let Keen talk about all the markets. I'm going to talk about the people. We're going to let Nikki talk about the people as well. I don't know why it seems like a lot of my mouth is like mad wet or something for some reason. But first and foremost, I want to thank my friend Patricia. She lives in Atlanta right now. She has been dedicated day one. She called me her mentor, so she's someone that I have helped become this beautiful woman that she is. If y'all ever get to meet her, she's on one of my podcast episodes where she is explaining on how to be celibate, a woman of God, and wait to, on her husband. That was a great episode. It's called I forgot.
Oh, we ain't doing that again.
Who cares? But it's somewhere, don't get emotional, where we did an episode with her. She came on, her name is Pat. I want to thank her. Also, I want to thank Rosemary. She's my co-worker. She had a party for me one time at my job, like a surprise party. Like we was in two different sections, so she said, "Come over." I said, "I ain't trying to go nowhere." She said, "No, just come. We need you to come over here." Just so when I came, she had cakes and whatever. So Rosemary, she is a dedicated watcher. So I wanted to say thank you. I wanted to separate them two from the last thank you and everything, even though I did forget, but I still wanted to separate them because them two.
Well, we did say we were going to do a part 2 of thank you.
Yeah, this is part 2.
It's part 2.
Part 2.
All right.
So who else I want to thank? I know, I think Tim seen an episode during the Super Bowl, when the Super Bowl was on, that the episode when we was interviewing the theater, the owner of the theater, and that was on during the Super Bowl, so he seen that episode. He said, "Oh, you in the Super Bowl commercial?" I said, "Nah, we ain't paid no $7 million for no Super Bowl commercial, so that was not a commercial."
Nah.
But it goes to show that he told us about the episode Anastasia, how he said it was great how you let her on and let her speak, you didn't interrupt. So he tunes in. Who else? I would say Mike the Cop again. He said, "Why would you call him Mike the Cop?" Because he's a cop.
Mike the Cop.
That ain't his name.
Listen,
Thanks, Mike.
he kind of happy I say it that way because he don't want people to know his full name and look him up and everything. So that's my dude. There's a whole bunch of other people I want to thank, but we're gonna get to a part 3 with that one. But I just want to say those things. Your turns.
All right. I'll go. Well, since I'm the new kid on the block, I don't have.
No, right.
Give him a reason.
I just beat him. It's just a natural thing. Oh boy. Well, first and foremost, I want to thank my parents. They are always extremely supportive, no matter what I do, how far-fetched, how off the wall I can get. They're always by my side. My 2 best friends, Stephanie and Bonnie, who same thing. They like to go for the ride and see where I end up. One of my girlfriends, Jen, she's been super supportive with just dealing with my crazy teenager. So she's a previous teacher and has her own 2 older ones, and so I kind of seek to her for some advice for that. And of course, my fiance Ori, who is absolutely amazing as always. He's been amazing for us as well, and getting some tech issues in there and troubleshooting, and he's a master researcher. His mother as well. Yes, he is, totally. His mom as well, she's always in my corner, and my grandparents and brother in the sky, they're always watching down on what we're doing. And all the fans, everybody who's come in and supported us and been for the ride so far. All the comments, it's just been really neat to see who's actually watching, and people that come out of the woodworks. Like, we met a couple people on our lives that never even met before that are speaking all the way out in Arizona.
Yeah.
and somehow people are starting to connect in various ways, and it's really cool to see that come together. Thank you.
Okay. It is I, the ghost. I am real. On this side of the camera today. No, sorry. I did think a lot of people on rapid fire in the last episode, but other than my parents, my daughters, my wife.
Oh my God! Wait!
Oh.
I've got my monkey. Stop! Skirt. Okay, Raven, my beautiful daughter, Raven Storm. My royal pain in the ass daughter, who I love so much. She is my heart. She is my soul. She's my
You gonna beat that?
everything. She's my everything. She would never acknowledge that I am doing this or any of the sort. Hopefully, as she gets a little bit older, that she will. But she helps my days go along, and she keeps me on my toes. So, excuse the interruption. I had to stick her in there as well.
Okay. Dad, mom, family, wife,
Count
kids.
it up.
And I said it before. I said it before in a Wednesday Whisper episode, but I wanted to say it again. Like, aside from the support that I've gotten from my family, my wife, and Dante, and you in this, like, my number one supporter, like, this probably would not have been happening if it wasn't for the first person that took a chance on me and like helped me put my music out there for the world, which is my cousin over there in Jersey with Mainline Records, and he put me on the label and he was like, do it. He said, just put it out there. And my first 6 albums, the ones that I'm working on re-releasing now and whatnot, they were all due to him giving me that opportunity just to be heard and like to like have that and then see the numbers and like watch people from like parts of the world I've never visited and never thought about going or maybe thought of going, to see them liking what I do. Like, I can't explain that feeling. So thank you, my cousin Kareem. I'm saying his middle name because I ain't gonna get in trouble. I've always called him Kareem. I was like, when I first heard his real name, it was like his government first name. I was like, that's your first name?
You didn't even know all these years.
All these years? So I've been calling you your middle name. Cool. Anyway, kind of like Nikki, to my grandparents. Like, I don't have any more grandparents. That's a sad conversation me and my wife were talking about yesterday. Like, we don't have our grandparents anymore. And our nephew, he's in his teenage angst and whatnot and doesn't realize what he still has. Like, he still has his grandfather, 2 grandmothers. I had 4 grandfathers, 2 grandmothers. Everybody's gone.
Yeah.
And like in a succession where it's like it's hard to even grip how quick it happens. So other than thanking them, if you have someone that's in your life that you have not thanked or like acknowledged how much they've been in your life and how much they've helped, do it now.
Yes.
Do it now. If you just pause, you can hit pause, and then come back. We'll still be here talking. Maybe.
While he's sitting up there
Put
doing
it on
all that.
pause, go reach out, say hi. Just say
Yes.
hi. Just if you're connected to someone and it's been a while since you've reached out, do so.
Yes,
You will
and definitely to the
never regret
supporters.
that.
Again, to the supporters and people who have been tuning in. And
Let me speak on those.
wait, before you do that, he did tell me to elaborate on some things. So we are expanding our networks, and right now we have 5. Is it 5? 5 cable networks, being PEG. We have TV9 with C-Comp. We have Attleboro with double ASC or double ACE. 15. Springfield, we have Focus Springfield, and we just got our hometown of Brooklyn.
Brooklyn in the
We
house.
are now officially showing on Brick TV in Brooklyn on their high def channel,
Okay.
and I'm waiting to hear back from a couple more. We have 3 more in the bag that I'm waiting to hear back from, and then once that happens, I'll be making that announcement. Or you'll see it if you watch it to the end of the credits because you jam into the beach. You'll see in the credits who we rocking with, and there's another major player that we're about to step into. So
Yes.
please stay tuned, because when we make that announcement, you might not be able to call us after this.
Ooh, okay.
Price went up. But I want to thank Riggs. He be watching. He's gonna come on. He's gonna come talk about day trading when we get down. We just was looking for a spot to sit down with him. Matt Ponytail. He knows why I call him Ponytail. He used to have a ponytail, but he cut it off. But he's also going to come on the show. He's going to talk about his experience with a car dealership he used to work at.
Oh.
That's going to get us into season number 3. He's going to be the starter for season number 3.
Okay.
Is there anybody else? Like, we want to thank the people that came on, like Anastasia. Thank you for your episode. All
Dr.
that.
Elements, yes. Sneaker Junkies, brother.
Ma.
I was like, I pause because I don't want to say it wrong. Brother Ma, yes. He just, your barber Mike.
Mike, yeah. My other barber want to come on now.
We gonna talk to him.
They've been watching. He's like, yo, I'm ready to come on and everything. I was like, yo.
Nada?
Ricardo Pitzwiley over at Mixed Magic Theater, which is also going to be something that's coming out that we're going to revisit because it was mentioned that there was a changing of the guards that was happening. Now we're about to meet and see what has happened over there. The space has been
a lot more going on with that.
There's a lot going on. So, yes. Yes. I know him as Panther. I'm gonna say Panther.
Okay, Panther.
Back in the day, he was popping Panther.
Wakanda.
No. He was popping Panther because as far as the dancing goes, like his. Oh man, like it looked like it hurt. Like if you was too close, you might get hurt. But definitely the Kevin.
Yeah. Dr. Cynthia.
We said Cynthia. We did.
Okay.
We can say it again.
You can say it again.
Yeah. Dr. Cynthia twice.
Yo, these are people like, let's talk about like, think about it. We are a network, Beyond, which is bringing you not just, we could bring you the ratchet stuff, we could bring you the gossip type of things, but what we're trying to do is build the community. That's why we brought the therapist on. That's why we brought a trainer on. That's why we brought somebody that's in the politics on. Like, this is a community-based thing, and it's like, if you're not acknowledging it, because we're going to keep doing what we're doing regardless if you watch or not, but we know you're watching. But the thing, we ain't chasing viewers, we ain't chasing people and say, oh, you got to, no, because we have the people watching. The point of the matter is, the numbers that we see it is based on when we do something that is not pertaining to health or mental health or wealth. It's sad to see that a doctor came on who gets paid big time money to do what she's doing for free, and she gave you free content where you can actually work on yourself. And they could be disappointed in that because, again, we working on ourselves and we in the position that we want to be in. Again, this is Keen's network and he brought us on as partners, and we're furthering along what is being done. Nikki got what she got going on, and I definitely got what I got going on. So all we're trying to do is help you fulfill what you're doing. We're not telling you to do what we're doing. We're trying to help you fulfill what you're doing. Because again, only you know what you're going through. Only you got to look yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what? I want to make the adjustment. I want to make the changes because I'm not there with you to make the change. I'm not on the phone with you to call you and say, hey, are you doing this? Are you not doing this? So that's up to you. So we want to thank everyone that has been tuning in, everyone that has been very supportive, those that have donated money, those that have donated time. We greatly appreciate you, and we're going to continue to get bigger and stronger as we continue to go on and on. Now,
wait, and we've said several times before, like, we welcome conversation in Wednesday Whispers. We welcome conversations.
Yes.
We welcome dialogue and questions. So it's like, not just waiting till Wednesday Whispers. Like, if there's a question on your mind and you've watched something,
that's why YouTube exists.
Leave a comment in YouTube.
That's why YouTube exists.
Even if it's an old episode, leave a comment. Cause I'm watching. I'm checking it. Like, I love to respond. Like, listen, I will respond as best as possible, but I will not leave it blank. Trust me. Just say what's on your mind. It may lead to the next conversation. It may lead to the next episode. You might get invited. It might be that much so that we need you to like air that feeling out. And before my last thank you for picking up the phone, and thank you for joining us.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you for watching my video. You didn't watch my video, but get this guy out of here. El Negro trying to hit on me.
I got you.
All right, so King,
Answer.
Are you sitting in on this?
He's got the mic.
I'm sitting right now, right?
No, because normally you behind the camera and things like this, but you know what?
I'm here.
We're about to get real now.
Let's go.
Now here comes the ratchet part.
It ain't ratchet.
It's going to be ratchet.
It's not ratchet.
No, we're going to get ratchet.
No, a little bit.
We're going to get ratchet. No, we're going to get ratchet. We're going to keep it real. This is going to be 100% real.
Okay, it could be real, but it ain't got to be ratchet. Ratchet and real don't mean the same.
Well, it can be ratchet.
Don't have to be.
Let's just see where it goes.
Okay.
All right, start us off.
Welcome to TF3 Airport. Is what? 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 They say what we famous for. That's why I'm taking y'all on this verbal tour. First stop, Providence Place Mall, 3 floors of stores to shop for you and yours. Don't have a ride, you can take the Ripper. Anywhere you need to go, the bus will get you. Cranston, Warwick, even Newport, Kennedy Plaza, where you can find the ice court. Y'all know Brown University, famous. JWPC, URI, famous. Students from everywhere come here to go there. The capital's Providence. Dante is in your ear. Home of the Blue Bug, Iggy's and Thayer Street. Full of stores to shop or places you can eat. Near there is downtown P-Pack. Enjoy a show. The Dunk Water Fires. Other things you need to know. Can't forget Fat Hill for real.
Listen, I have a book, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Welcome to the other side of things. The book is called The Ghost in the Machine, The Disconnect, Volume 2. So when people read this book, especially married people, they be like, this book is amazing. Because I broke down every aspect you could think of when it comes to relationships. Now let me explain it real quick why I called it The Ghost in the Machine. The machine is life.
Okay.
The life you're living. And if you notice, every day you're waking up and you kind of find yourself doing the same thing. Going to work or doing something that has to...
The hamster wheel.
Not necessarily a hamster wheel, but you're doing something continuously because you're trying to build up your lifestyle and your well-being. Now, the ghost is basically, when you meet somebody, they can put on a great face, a great representation of them. You don't really know what they're about. I even broke it down with people having diseases. Because people ain't going to come and tell you right out they got a disease if they have a disease. They not. Because they don't want you to condemn them, judge them. So that's basically what I'm talking about. Like people that have been molested. I got a story in there where me and this girl, we was kind of making out and her legs start twitching. And most people were thinking, oh, no, setback. You want to talk about it? She was molested. The whole point was I was saying, I never met her uncle, never seen this man, the ghost, but yet he's affected what's going on right now with me and her because I didn't do to her what this man did. So that's what the ghost in the machine represents.
Okay.
So now we're gonna get into relationships, and Nikki, be as transparent as you want. I'm gonna be as transparent. You can be as transparent as well, and I'm gonna start us off. Now here's my outlook on relationships, because a lot of people be always wondering why I'm single, why I'm not married, why I didn't have children out of wedlock. Okay, coming from Brooklyn, New York, I had a mom. I still do. My mother's alive and breathing. I seen what my mother went through. I have brothers and sisters. I seen what they went through. My sisters had kids with multiple dudes. My brother had a kid with a girl he's not with no more. I seen this happening over and over. Grandparents, aunts, whatever. I was like, I seen households. And now they may be structured now, but I seen them broken. And I was like, I don't want a household like that. And I was just like, why can't people maintain a healthy relationship? What's the problem? So my thing was, you know what, let me do what I need to do as a man. Let me get my finances right. Let me get my mentals right. Let me do what I need to do first. Then let me find a young lady, young woman that may agree with what I agree with to complete me, and we could work and build on a family or not. So some of the women that I have met, the woman that I deemed that she didn't want to get married and have kids, now to my knowledge is because her father walked out on her when she was a young woman. And I don't think she forgave him for that until I came in her life when she was in her 20s and said, you need to forgive that man, because she's like, I didn't understand why he left a family, because she had what? It was 3 girls and a boy. And he left that family structure to go into another family, had 3 girls and a boy.
Wow.
And she was like, well, he was going to do that anyway. Why he ain't doing it for his own? And I was just like, I don't know your mother. I met her, but I don't know her. Maybe there may have been something that he didn't get along with or whatever. But I told her, In order for you to get the peace you need to go forgive that man. You need to go sit down with that man and have a conversation with that man. So that's the type of person I am. I want to make things better. I'm not saying it's going to be perfect. Make it better. Communicate. How can I help you be the best you could be? How can you help me be the best I could be? That woman helped me become the best I could be, man. She tell me. And people would think that this is little bit and it means nothing. Put the toilet seat down. Wipe the toilet seat. You splash.
Yeah.
Those little things will prevent an argument.
Absolutely.
See, so whenever I keep saying, so here's the first point. Why would you want to do to your significant other something that you know they don't like, which will cause an argument? Why y'all looking at me like that?
You asking me like
if significant others.
I know, but you asking me like if I do that. Like, I don't do things intentionally to piss my wife off. Like, sometimes I'm absent-minded about things that I am doing around the house. Maybe I hadn't taken care of something that I meant to take care of it. She doesn't know. Like, we were talking about this the other day. Like, we don't know what triggers another person. Like, we could be fine. We could be on the right path. We could be doing everything we need to do. But, like, every individual is wired different.
Right.
Everybody's history is different. Everybody dealing with their history is different. What a lot of people don't realize in relationships is that they're still healing from their childhood. They're with other adults that are still healing and don't know it. If you can't recognize at first that you are still in the process of healing, how can you sit there and get mad at a person who doesn't realize that they're in the process of healing? Haven't faced these ghosts that's in the machine that they got back there. Like, you have to have somebody that's in your corner from day one knowing that I see you. Like, I know you ain't perfect. I see that glitch. I see that little twitch. We gonna work on that.
Right.
Just know I got some dirty stuff in my closet too. You see that? Okay, you see me. That's the beginning. That's where
Y'all finally getting to meet King.
this is where the relationship starts. I've gone through relationships where I did not do that. The reason why I'm with the woman that is my wife, the mother of my children, is because I made a promise to myself that the next person that I got involved with, I would take as long as it took to get to know them. When I told my wife I liked her, she's like, that's nice, I don't like you. Shot me down.
Wow.
I was like, that's all right, I still want to get to know you.
Right.
And that's what I did.
Yeah.
And as time went on, she realized that I was a man of my word. I was everything that I said I was. I was doing everything that I wanted to do. And that broke down the wall to, like, for her to really accept, like, there is somebody out there. Like,
you didn't know where she was coming from.
we were
or
still
why she was
we were
blocking.
still learning each other.
Yeah.
Pause for a second, Keem and Nikki. Because I'm going to fall back. I'm going to let y'all speak. I want to interject something. I was saying this to somebody the other day. Do you know you have the potential to be with somebody longer than you was with yourself?
I get that.
Think about that. Because if you look, let's break this down so you can understand. Your first 5 years don't count, so get that out of here. So let's just say from 5 to 20, that's 15 years, right? So, and during that time, you're still adolescents, coming to know yourself, you're going through that teenage stage, then you come into your young adulthood. So you're still learning who you are, what you want to do in life, what you want to accomplish. There's a chance that you can maybe put somebody in your life at 15, 12, or whatever, and you're growing with that person. And you're learning that person as well as learning yourself and learning of yourself through that person before you even knew who you were.
Yeah, I get it.
Proceed.
I think that's life. I don't think we have a choice because we have to interact with people all the time. And as you grow up, you take on your parents' habits, the environment, what they believe in. They become your beliefs. That becomes your core. And then when you step out of the house,
What about people that didn't have parents?
your surroundings, your environment. You see, whatever you see is what you end up believing. That's to be true.
So what do they gravitate to if they didn't have their parents?
Just depends what everyone else was around them.
Okay.
Because you can still have a loving and supportive environment if it's not your parents. Say grandparents, if you have love.
What happens if you don't have that?
Many things can happen.
Let's go
Someone
back.
off the street, someone can sit down with you and talk to you about it.
So let's go back to that conversation from Whisper Wednesday. Remember when I told you, when I said the difference between a friend with benefits, depending on where you was raised, and
Yeah.
a baby mother,
Yeah.
or a jump off? And you said jump off. Key wanted to know, why did you think jump off sound better than friends with benefits?
I don't know. It's slang.
It sounds fun, but it does. That's what I was.
Again, I didn't grow up.
I know. And that's why I was like, I can't even hold that against. I was like, she doesn't really know. She doesn't.
I don't
like,
know.
You just hear the excitement. Jump on. It sounds excited. I'm like, no. You don't want to be called any of those things. You don't want to be any of those things.
Right.
All of those are just slang or colloquialisms. For
Nikki, that's the lower form of a woman when you call. You know what?
she the side.
No. She's not even the side. You know what? It's like she is no regards. Like
Yeah, it's like
all I look at you as is. You see the movie Booty Call?
Oh God, if I did, it was a long time.
Okay, well, so you get that late night phone call after the club.
Right. Okay. That's
he just called you for one reason and he ain't staying. There's no.
Why can't you just call it booty call then?
Well, because it has
upgraded.
advanced. The slang has upgraded and transformed over the years, and now
Get it? Jump off. You get in and you get out.
yeah,
Jump off.
You jump right off of it and out the door.
Ain't no hugging. Ain't no kissing. Ain't no
Nothing.
in and out.
No intimacy, no nothing.
That's a booty call to me.
That's exactly
That's-
that's what a jump off
neck of
is.
woods, but it's not.
That's what a jump off is. So,
Okay.
but
Now that we got that clear.
Yeah.
I got that clear.
They said it sound better. I was like,
I was sitting there shaking my head like, no, stop.
so Nikki.
All right. What is it called where you're from? I want to know.
Oh.
For me, booty call. Yeah, jump off.
Put it in the comments.
Please.
Put it in the comments.
Please.
So Nikki,
Okay.
we going to you. We know what Keith said, but we going to you.
About what?
So, because you're the woman in here.
Yeah.
1, 2. You had how many marriages?
Had 2 so far.
2.
Working
Okay.
on my 3rd. Yeah.
You know your mom told me about one of them, right?
Oh Lord. I don't know. I don't know what y'all talked about for the hour on the treadmill.
She didn't get into details. She just she gave me a baseline.
Okay.
So, you want to talk about those marriages?
Yeah, however you want to do it. I mean, they're both very long stories, so we don't have time for that. But we can take pieces of it, whatever you want.
I know how to make them short. What?
Yeah.
All right. Snapshot. Beginning, middle, and end like a movie. The introductions to the climax to the descent.
All right. First marriage.
Well, Keem, I was actually going to talk to her like a therapist, so I know how to get to point A to point B to get to point D to get the results of what people need to hear. So,
Well, Dante, I just wanted to hear my own voice for a second.
All right, please ask away. Wherever you want to get
Okay,
started,
so
I'll
Nikki.
go with you.
Okay. Be serious now. We're going to be serious.
told you to go be back. All right. You gotta always have a story. Oh, spontaneous part 2.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So look, you had your mother and father all through your life, right?
Yes. Still do.
Healthy marriage, right?
Yes, as far as I know.
Okay, so you wanted to emulate that marriage, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that's told you nice, y'all nice people. So as you wanted to emulate that marriage, so was you looking for a man to be an extension of your father, or a man to be like your father?
I didn't look at it that way.
I know, but
There were attributes of my first marriage that were definitely like my father that I could see.
nice. This is now the therapeutic couch.
Yeah, okay.
So he had signs.
Which one? The first one?
The first, we can't jump to the second one without the
Okay.
first one. Come on. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to witness what I used to do back in the day and sometimes off camera. So what I said is, to recap, like I do in my books, you had your mother and father in your life. They had a healthy marriage. So there was something you could emulate,
Right.
which means you could copy, duplicate. So now when you seen this wonderful man in your life, daddy's little girl, so you now looking for a man to be like dad. You said he had traits.
Traits,
Yeah.
yeah. But he was more of a bad. He was more of a bad boy. But I saw something in him that was a little different.
Now this is my point.
Yeah.
So now, if you wasn't looking for somebody like your dad, that means you was looking for the opposite of your dad.
No.
then what was it?
I didn't go into any sort of relationship with any knowing of what I wanted or needed. So I was thrust into an environment of...
Hold on, time out. You just said that you wanted to be like your mother and father.
No, I do. Not
So
as a unit, not as the individual pieces. So they represented something very sacred to me, which is a good, healthy marriage. They're